right, all we can do is smile it off, grin and bear it, and this is what the rest of the nation looks at and says, why? Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be brutally cold out there again, in fact, dangerously cold. Remember your furry friends out there, as temperatures will be in the 20s below in most locations as we go through the overnight. Check on your neighbors and make sure any outdoor animals have some protection from what little wind there's going to be as our temperatures continue plummeting. From 8 below right now, feels like 25 below on exposed skin with that west wind at 9 miles per hour. Our winds will generally be from the west as we go through the overnight. Now, the interstate's looking a little better near Grand Forks. Your temperature 9 below, and the wind there, well, under 10 miles per hour from the west-northwest. 14 below in Devil's Lake right now, 10 below in Jamestown, and a degree colder than that in Valley City. The Southern Valley a little milder right now, where we have those south of Interstate 94 enjoying 4 below readings. And for Babe, the Blue Ox, 11 below, and he says, bring it on. Well, okay, here we go. Taking a look at the wind, which isn't too strong, most of it coming from the west or northwest across the region, and almost everybody under 10-mile-per-hour winds for this hour. But it doesn't take a lot of wind when temperatures are this cold. We have wind chills between 20 and 30. 3 below is what it feels like on exposed skin in Langdon. So, brutally cold outdoors, quiet on the satellite and radar. In fact, we're crystal clear. With light winds, will cool off. Our cold air causing snow from the Virginias all the way up through upstate New York, and flooding rain and thunderstorms working their way along the Atlantic seaboard as we speak. As the cold air dives south, we're on the leading edge of the coldest of that air, and take a look at how things take place tonight. If you're heading out to the good old hockey game, go inside the ice arena to warm up, because temperatures outdoors are going to be brutal. We're talking 20 below for some, even as we head to bed tonight. Wind will stay from the west as we go through the overnight hours as air temperatures plummet to the 20 to 30 below range. A few of you will be in the 30s below to start your weekend out. That's going to be brutal. And tomorrow the wind will become southerly. That's good news, but it gets stronger. So those early hours of the day, say between sunrise and early afternoon, there'll be quite a wind chill effect out there. We start out the morning with wind chills around 40 below, with winds increasing in the early part of the day to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures will begin warming the most down south. We'll have single-digit readings below zero for most down south, and teens below for afternoon temperatures in the Northern Valley, with winds 7 to 15 miles per hour, and it looks like another cold one Saturday night. But more on that in a second. Fargo's planner, tomorrow morning, bitterly cold, warming up to bitterly cold readings. The wind increases, and notice this, a few clouds hutch stapled on the weather there for tomorrow late. Those clouds will add warmth. So we're going to see temperatures dive quickly tomorrow night, and then overnight we'll start to see a warm-up. More on that in a second. 12 below in your Saturday afternoon drive in Devil's Lake, 5 below Jamestown. Much of western Minnesota will be in the single digits below until we get up north of Highway 2, where we'll have teens below for many there. And then this little young man here trying to kick away that cold. McCann, North Dakota. Tiffany sharing a photo of the kids out there having fun in the brutal weather. 5 below with rising temperatures Sunday morning all the way into the teens for many of us. We can't rule out some light flakes of snow that might amount to an inch or so. Then next week, we're back in the deep freeze, 20 to 30 degrees below zero. That's cold. But look at this. By Wednesday, a nice little warming trend that looks to be prolonged will carry us into the teens, Wednesday, 20s, and then eventually, woo, 30s.
That's going to feel great.
Yes.
Winter over with that at that point?
We'll be back with more on that in a little bit.
Thanks, Rich.
There are growing concerns